Gladiator 4, Rise of the Empire, a legendary sequel to the eternal story of honor, vengeance, and freedom. The fall of an emperor. The mighty Roman Empire trembles once more. Emperor Lucius Verus, the last to hold Rome together, dies mysteriously in his sleep. Without his leadership, the Senate falls into bitter division. Ambitious generals plot in secret, hungry for the throne. One of them, General Aelius Nero, rises with ruthless ambition, executing senators who oppose him. The city of Rome burns with fear, and the age of peace comes crashing down. The lost heir. Far away in the distant hills of Gaul, a humble farmer named Cassian grows up unaware of his true bloodline. Raised by a veteran soldier who once fought beside Maximus Decimus Meridius, Cassian learns strength, compassion, and the art of war. One night, the dying soldier confesses the truth. Cassian is the son of Maximus, the gladiator who once defied an emperor and died for Rome. Shocked and lost, Cassian realizes he carries a forgotten legacy. Blood in the arena. Cassian's quiet life ends when Roman soldiers raid his village, enslaving its people. Captured and brought to Rome, he's thrown into the Colosseum, just like his father before him. The crowd roars as Cassian is forced to fight seasoned warriors. With instincts and courage flowing through his veins, he wins his first battle, but he feels only rage and sorrow. The arena becomes his new prison. Shadows of Rome. In the marble halls of the palace, General Nero declares himself emperor. His cruelty is unmatched. He tortures enemies, silences dissent, and uses the games to control the masses. The Colosseum becomes a theater of blood, where Nero's power is displayed through death. Meanwhile, whispers of rebellion rise in the dark corners of the city, and the people begin to hope for a savior, another Maximus. The spirit of Maximus. One night, Cassian dreams of walking through golden fields, just as his father once did. In his vision, Maximus turns to him and says, "What we do in life echoes in eternity." Cassian awakens with tears in his eyes and newfound purpose. He trains relentlessly, mastering every weapon, every movement. The other gladiators begin to see him as more than a man. They see a legend reborn. The Arena of Fire. During Nero's grand festival, Cassian is chosen to fight a deadly spectacle. Lions, archers, and chariots all at once. Against impossible odds, he survives through sheer willpower. His strength and skill mesmerize the crowd. As he raises his sword in victory, the audience chants his name, the Lion of Rome. Nero watches from his throne, sensing a threat in the man who dares to defy death. The Secret Alliance. Late one night, a cloaked figure visits Cassian's cell. Lucilla Verina, daughter of the late Emperor Lucius. She reveals she once loved Maximus and knows Cassian's true identity. She tells him Rome is dying under Nero's hand, and only a man of honor can restore it. Together, they plan to escape and lead a rebellion. The escape. With the help of loyal gladiators, Cassian breaks free during a thunderstorm. The Colosseum gates explode open as chaos erupts. Roman guards chase them through the city streets, flames lighting the night sky. After fierce combat, Cassian and Lucilla escape through underground tunnels, vanishing into the wilderness. Behind them, Nero swears vengeance. The Forgotten Army. In the deserts of North Africa, Cassian and his group discover a hidden Roman legion abandoned decades ago, soldiers who once fought under Maximus. Old and weary, they recognize Cassian by his father's eyes. Inspired, they pledge loyalty to him. Under his command, this forgotten army rises again, training and preparing to reclaim Rome. Rebirth of a warrior. In a quiet coastal forge, Cassian reforges his father's broken sword. As the metal glows, he whispers, "For you, father, for Rome." His transformation is complete, no longer a slave, but a leader. He dons armor marked with the symbol of the phoenix, the emblem of rebirth. The Lion of Rome is ready to strike. March to Rome. Cassian's army grows as word spreads. Slaves, soldiers, and peasants join his ranks, united by hope. The desert winds carry chants of freedom for Rome. As Cassian rides at the front, his army crosses mountains and rivers, facing storms and ambushes. Every step brings them closer to destiny and the shadow of Nero's empire. The betrayal. As Cassian's forces reach the outskirts of Rome, tragedy strikes. One of his trusted lieutenants betrays him, revealing Lucilla's location. Nero's soldiers capture her and execute Cassian's men in the streets. Rage consumes Cassian. He vows to end Nero's reign, even if it cost him his life. The burning city. Rome descends into chaos. Cassian's army storms the capital, and Nero's guards unleash fire upon their own people. The skies glow red with flames, and the cries of battle echo through the streets. Cassian fights through waves of soldiers, determined to reach the palace. The people rise up, chanting Maximus, Maximus, as history repeats itself. Duel of Destinies. In the ruins of the Colosseum, Cassian finally confronts Nero. They clash in a brutal duel, surrounded by flames and ash. Nero fights with arrogance, but Cassian fights with purpose, not for revenge, but for Rome. With one final strike, Cassian disarms Nero. Standing over him, he chooses mercy, saying, "Rome does not need another murderer." He walks away, leaving Nero broken and defeated. The people's emperor. The Senate and citizens beg Cassian to take the throne and restore order. But Cassian refuses, declaring, "No one man should rule Rome. Let her be free again." His humility inspires the people. The Senate is reformed, and democracy is restored. Rome begins to breathe again. Farewell to the arena. Cassian visits the Colosseum one final time. He walks across the sands, stained by centuries of blood. Kneeling, he places his father's sword into the ground and whispers, "It's over." The ghosts of the past seem to fade away as the morning sun rises. Dawn of freedom. Under a new Senate, slavery is abolished. The games are ended, and the people rebuild their city. Statues of Nero are torn down, replaced by monuments to freedom and unity. The empire is no more. A republic is reborn. The legacy lives on. Years pass. Rome flourishes once again. Children play in the streets, telling stories of the Lion of Rome, the son of Maximus who freed the empire. His name becomes legend, whispered with honor for generations. The silent return. Now an older man, Cassian lives quietly in the countryside. Watching the sunrise, he smiles, knowing his father's dream has come true. When travelers ask who he is, he simply says, "A farmer." But the gleam in his eyes reveals the soul of a warrior. The final vision. As the movie closes, Cassian lies beneath a tree, eyes growing heavy. He dreams of golden fields, the same ones from his father's vision. Maximus stands waiting, smiling proudly. Father and son embrace as the music swells. The screen fades to black with the immortal words, "What we do in